Hello there, and welcome to this month's marketing pop-up with your friends at Whole Growth Partners. My name is Darcy Ripple. I'm one of the partners and consultants with Whole Growth Partners. This month, we're talking about launching your new DBA brand. Now, in the bottom corner of your screen, you'll see a QR code. If at any time you have questions or want to connect directly with one of us, please go ahead and scan that QR code and somebody from our team will reach out and connect with you. You'll see that QR code now and again at the end of the session. Okay, let's get into it. Now, this month, as we talk about DBA branding, we'll be covering 4 topics. 1, your opportunity or your motivation. Why are you pursuing branding in the first place? And then the 3 steps to get there. So, laying your marketing foundation, launching your new DBA brand, and your sustained brand experience. Now, why are you even pursuing DBA branding? Well, perhaps it's that you want to create an enduring firm, one that's there for your current clients and their generations to come. After all, that starts now. You have to start introducing other advisors and your team of advisors in order to ensure that your clients are cared for and that they feel that confidence in your firm. Perhaps you're looking to grow your enterprise value. So not just succession planning, but actually creating those G2 and G3 advisors. And with a DBA brand, you move your business even closer to a sellable asset. Or finally, maybe it's that you're looking for those brand benefits. Maybe you want to differentiate your firm. You don't want to be referred to as a specific advisor with a specific national firm. Perhaps you want to reframe your practice. Maybe you used to lean in heavily into insurance, but now because of your expanded team and your expanded offerings, you now offer even greater value to your clients. Or perhaps it's that you get marketing and you actually want to build a brand that brings with it all of the benefits of branding, like premium pricing and loyalty and advocacy. It's likely a combination of the 3 of these that brings you to DBA branding and makes it even more important to do it right. So how can your firm do this right? I'll walk you through the 3 phases to launching your new brand. First, your marketing foundation. Next, your brand launch. And finally, your sustained branding experience. Now, in phase 1, we're building your marketing foundation with your ideal client, values, and differentiators in mind. From there, we start with your visual identity. So your name and your logo and the other visual elements that bring your brand to life. When we're thinking about a name, we're thinking about inclusivity. Would a future client or a future business partner actually want to buy into this firm? With your brand messaging, FYI, this is not your mission, vision, and value proposition. This is the story that you tell that brings somebody into wanting to work with your firm. This foundation here is so critical that we require this of all of our Whole Growth Partners clients. With this foundation, we're able to be exponentially more effective with your marketing, and you'll find that you are too. Now, from that marketing foundation, we move into phase 2, which is your brand launch. This is broken into 2 sections here, your internal launch and then your external launch. With your internal launch, this is how you institutionalize your new brand. You're bringing your team along to make sure that each of you can speak about your new brand with conviction, that you're showing up in the same way with your clients, and really bringing forward a brand that has consistency, which creates trust. Then your external launch. This is how you're actually communicating and celebrating your new brand with your clients. We want to make sure that there's a tangible experience with your brand, that they understand what this means for them, and that you're bringing them into this moment of celebration, not in a way that's causing confusion. This has to be really carefully planned for in order to ensure that your clients are brought along and you're giving them something to celebrate. Now, for phase 3, you've laid that foundation, you've built a brand, you've launched it both internally and externally. How do you sustain this brand experience? This is truly where the rubber hits the road. It's not enough to just tell your clients that your brand exists. You have to show up in a way that they know, that they feel, that's consistent, and that they can feel confidence in. So this is done through that ongoing branding, and that happens both through your brand experience. So whether that's your communication, the way that you and your team communicate, the way that you show up in client meetings, even your office space, and through continuing to develop your public image. So ensuring that you're covering your bases, whether that's in your digital presence or in the way that you're engaging your clients and your community. Now, this is essential and critical to maximizing that ROI to ensure that all of the work and all of the investment that you've put in place actually goes somewhere, that you're developing that brand value that brings with it so many benefits. Now, when you lean in to this sustained experience, that's where you see that brand value grow exponentially. And with that, the ability to increase your rates, to actually charge a premium for your planning. In fact, brand value is tied to a 13% increase in pricing. So there's some real opportunity here when it comes to branding and when it comes to maximizing your ROI. And it's only through that sustained experience that you're able to deliver an experience that's worth paying a premium for. All right. Now, if you feel like you've already got the work in phase one out of the way and you're ready to launch, we have here a resource for you. It's our DBA launch checklist. It walks you through components to consider in the weeks leading up to and after you launch your DBA. Of course, if you aren't there yet, let's have a conversation. There's so much critical work to be done in that marketing foundation phase where we're actually developing your new brand, and it's always helpful to just tap into an expert and make sure you're doing it right, giving you that opportunity to develop some really strong ROI. If you're ready for the checklist, go ahead and scan the QR code and you can download that now. If you want to learn even more, we invite you to join us for our next community session. These take place on the second Tuesday of every month at noon Central and allow you to tap into Whole Growth Partners expertise alongside your peers and your community. Simply head to the video description to download the calendar through the URL. All right, and that is it for this month. Thank you so much for joining us for our marketing pop-up. Of course, if you want to learn more, please reach out. We can't wait to connect with you on taking your brand to the next level.